Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the London Monarchs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Aguilar. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch out. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Under 10. Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Brown. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Going long here for Wallace. He's got it at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired on it, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining,
Now Saquon Barkley And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Stop your whining.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Will Disley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now Leonard Fournette looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Good stop. Good stop, D. Good stop. Okay, ready. 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw on 3rd down. Brown. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Get ready. Get ready. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Brown now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes going to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. They go screen. This is Ingram. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Keep it up.
Brown on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Max Williams. 16 yards, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Mahomes. Aguilar has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
We got right. Hey, watch the slant. Nice 57. 57's right. Hey, 43, 15. Watch the shift.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Badgley's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. And going deep for Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
43!
This is Abram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's coming to you.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Barkley. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. I got you, pop.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Brown. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
Switch. Check 26, check what?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brown operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Brown throwing on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys